I'm Sel Gaston, and this is Find Your Daily Calm. Welcome. Take a breath with me. Inhale slowly and exhale longer than the inhale. Again, inhale and let it go. Today we're talking about burnout, not as a buzzword, not as a badge of honor, and not as a diagnosis, but as a signal. A signal that something in the math of your life is off. The physics of burnout. Let's begin from first principles. Every human nervous system operates on cycles: activation, completion, recovery. You engage, you finish, you reset. This is biological design. But modern life has removed two of those steps. We activate and activate again and activate again. Emails, deadlines, family needs, news alerts, messages, expectations. But completion? Rare. Recovery? Optional. So the body stays on. Burnout is not weakness. It is prolonged activation without sufficient recovery. It is the engine running at high RPM with no idle time. And eventually, even the strongest engine overheats. Let's pause here. Notice your body. Are your shoulders lifted slightly? Is your jaw tight? Is your breath shallow? That's not failure. That's a system doing its best. Burnout doesn't always look dramatic. We imagine burnout as collapse, calling in sick, breaking down, walking away. But more often, burnout is quiet. It sounds like, I'm fine, I'll manage, I just need a vacation, or I'm just tired. But underneath, there's irritability, emotional flatness, cynicism, reduced joy in things that used to nourish you. Sometimes you still perform well. That's the dangerous version. High functioning burnout. You hit your targets. You show up. You lead. But internally, something is thinning. If that resonates, stay with me. The real reframe. Burnout is intelligence. Let that land. I'll say it again. Burnout is intelligence. It is your nervous system refusing unsustainable math. The wrong question is, what's wrong with me? The better question is, what system am I participating in that violates my biology? Maybe you're absorbing stress from people you lead. Maybe you're carrying emotional load for your family. And maybe you equate rest with laziness. Maybe you never fully finish anything. Just move to the next thing. Burnout is not a character flaw. It's feedback. And feedback is useful. Take a breath again with a long exhale. Let your shoulders drop. The two levels of burnout. We need nuance here. There is personal burnout, and there is structural burnout. Personal burnout can improve with sleep, breath regulation, boundaries, reduced digital exposure, scheduled recovery. Structural burnout happens when expectations are unclear. Output is demanded without resources. Emotional labor is constant. There is no psychological safety. If you are doing all the right self-care things and still feel depleted, it may not be you. It may be design. And that realization removes shame. You cannot self-care your way out of systemic dysfunction, but you can become aware. And awareness is leverage. The energy audit. Let's do something practical. Place one hand on your chest and inhale slowly for 4. And exhale for 6. Where is my energy leaking? Just notice. Is it constant notifications, unfinished conversations, unexpressed resentment, lack of meaning, overcommitment? Your body will answer faster than your intellect. Trust that first response. Meaning versus output. Here's a deeper layer. Are you tired from doing too much? or from doing too much without meaning. Those are different. You can be physically tired and spiritually energized, or physically rested and internally drained. Burnout accelerates when effort feels disconnected from purpose. If your output aligns with your values, recovery is faster. If it doesn't, exhaustion compounds. This is why rest alone sometimes does not fix it. You may not need less effort. You may need realignment. Restoration is infrastructure. Elite athletes do not apologize for recovery days. They schedule them. They defend them. They treat restoration as performance strategy. What if you did the same? What would restoration look like this week? Not next year. Not a retreat. Not a vacation. Just this week. One protected hour. One evening without devices. One honest conversation. One boundary. Burnout does not require dramatic reinvention. It responds to deliberate recalibration. Small adjustments, repeated consistently. Let's pause again. Inhale and long exhale. If you are a high achiever, you may secretly believe exhaustion proves your value. It does not. Exhaustion proves misalignment of recovery and demand. Calm is not softness. Calm is regulation. Regulated leaders think clearer, love better, decide cleaner. If your sons, your team, your colleagues were watching, would you want them to equate worth with depletion or strength with composure? You teach what you embody, even unintentionally. Burnout is not weakness. It is a signal. Not to quit everything, but to listen. Your nervous system is ancient. Your environment is accelerating. So your awareness must mature. This week, don't ask how to push harder, but instead ask, where can I complete something? Where can I recover deliberately? Where can I restore meaning? Small recalibrations change long-term trajectory. Take one slow breath with me. Inhale and a long exhale. You are not behind. You are adjusting. And adjustment is wisdom. If this episode resonated, share it with someone who carries more than they admit. And tonight, let your engine idle. You don't have to redline to matter. May you be calm, may you be at ease, and may peace be with you.